back to Bookish.Taylor. I am Taylor, and today I'm here to bring you my Tome Topple TBR. Now, Tome Topple is actually starting today, so I figured I'd go ahead and get my TBR up today, so that way it's up on the same day it starts, and then I can just go ahead and dive on into these books. By the way, those of you who don't know, Andy and I adopted a new kitten, and his name is Aslan. He is about 5 months old. Yeah, he's just a little baby. He's mommy's boy. He loves his daddy. But this is Aslan. Tome Topple is a readathon where you are focusing on reading large books, like books that are 500 pages and over. And it is actually running from today, November 16th, until November 29th, so it's a full 2 weeks. I'm super stoked. I have a couple tomes on my readathon TBR already, and I know that I have one as an audiobook coming, so yeah, here are the challenges and the books I will be using to fill them. So challenge number 1 is to read more than one tome. I am about 70% of the way through one already that I've been working on like this whole month. And that is actually Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I am on page 400 of 562. When I finish this at some point during these 2 weeks, I read this a lot before I go to bed, and I can average about 50 to 60 pages a night, so I will finish this at some point in the next 2 weeks. I am going to go ahead and dive on into Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 4th book in the Throne of Glass series, and Queen of Shadows is 654 pages. Challenge number 2 is to read a graphic novel. With graphic novels, they usually are about maybe 50 to 100 pages, but there are often bind-ups that are multiple issues in one. As long as that bind-up is over 500 pages. I am going to be picking up for the first time Full Metal Alchemist. This is volumes 1, 2, and 3, and it is, I think, almost about 550 pages. Challenge number 3 is to read a tome that is part of a series with Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This is a duology. Muse of Nightmares just came out. So I have not read this. I'm really excited to dive in. This is one of the larger books on my TBR. So this is also on my Fall into Fantasy TBR. So I hope to get through this as well, because Fall into Fantasy is running from November 18th to, I believe, the 25th. So right in that week, like it's 1 week of Tome Topple, so I hope to get this done. Challenge number 4 is to buddy read a tome. While I am buddy reading this with Chelsea from A Very Bookish Girl, I am also going to be buddy reading Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. This is book 2 of the Arc of Scythe with Amanda from A Court of Books and Love and April from, I believe, Books with April. I'm awful. I will have their information linked down below. April, I'm so sorry if I got your channel name wrong. I'm so sorry. But this is the 2nd book, so I can't go too much into it, but it does take place 1 year after Scythe ends. And I've had this book since it released earlier this year, and I don't know why I've just been sitting on it, but I cannot wait to get to this. And challenge number 5 is to read an adult book, and I don't have an adult book on this TBR, but I do have one more book, and that is The Diviners by Lila Bray. I've actually already started this at one point. I believe I started it earlier this year for a Tome Topple. It about 343 pages in, so I'm super stoked. There are 578 pages listening to the audiobook, and I'm absolutely loving that audiobook. So here are the books that I will be reading during the Tome Topple readathon. Two of which I'm already in the middle of, one of which I probably will not finish, but hopefully I can finish the 2 that I'm in the middle of, as well as Full Metal Alchemist, Thunderhead, and Strange the Dreamer. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye!